Wow, look at that. 3 people here already. Good morning, CZ Kid. Good morning, Metal Sharks. Do, 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 do. I guess that's not the shark song, is it? All right, I'm up to 25% power. J-Man, can you hear me? Miss Brenda, Mama's Gone Detecting is here. Good morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Loud and clear. Fake. I finished my French toast and eggs 1 minute ago. 1 minute to Wapner. 1 minute to Wapner. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Knox. We got 2 Knoxes now. We got Opportunity Knox and we got Florida Knox, Mr. Dalton. So, J-Man, good hunt with Pat there, buddy. Speaking of Pat, I've got my Park Rat Pat metal detector shirt on. He gave me in that video. And boom. You're only 1 hole away from a very good day. Good morning, Mr. Fernie. Silver Wrench, evening. Just replied to one of your comments last night. Coin you dig it. Good morning, Stan. JC Silverhunter, good morning. Thank you. Oh, Pat was so excited to get that thimble. He said that it's been a bucket lister before he even started detecting. He was watch other people YouTube videos before he started detecting himself, and he always wanted to find a thimble. And not only did he get a nice thimble, it had Austria on it that I did some research on it. Apparently at the turn of the century in the early teens and 20s, Austria was one of the biggest countries that made thimbles. Good morning, finders keepers. Don't let opportunity knock you up. Stan, I had a dream last night that you were in it. We were heading to Florida Hunt 7 to register. That's pretty scary, huh? Coin you dig it, everybody, is Mr. Stan. He is a member of my club. I know. I'm sorry, Martin. No, actually, Martin, 3 people yesterday told me they hadn't found a thimble. You haven't found one. Cynthia Swearingen hasn't found one. And Clark's Cove Detecting, Robert and Melissa haven't found one. So you're in good company, Martin. Oh, see, look. There, Metal Sharks hasn't found one yet either. Jeezoid. I like that phrase. Village Idiot, good morning, ma'am. I responded to one of your comments yesterday. Good morning and good night. Just got off work, but wanted to drop by and smash that like button. Will you tell them other people to do that too, ma'am? Working the midnight shift. Ouch. I found plenty of copper and aluminum thimbles, but no silver. I've never found a copper one yet, finders keepers. The one that the video that I just published yesterday with Pat and Dalton, we were back on the same lot with Pat, where that was the same town down the street at the house where Simon found his beautiful copper thimble on the curb strip. Boy, that thing was beautiful. I've never found a copper one either. Yeah, it's gross. I did 3 to 11 for 21 years, Village Idiot, but I tried midnight shift one or 2 times, and nope, I preferred 3 to 11. Yesterday was a great day. Barber quarter, barber dime, Indian penny, 7 wheats, and a kid's thimble. Boom, Jim. It really doesn't get any much better than that, buddy. Congratulations. That way everybody can see my picture. My one of only 2 pieces of art that I own. My brother found a thimble once while detecting at St. George Island in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, that's cool. I didn't know you had a brother, J-Man. I know you had a sister. I think I found a whole record in Walmart. No, we cannot count them as above surface lines there, Mr. Martin. Detecting Smith's here. Good morning, sir. Almost snuck in under me seeing him when I turned around to close the window shade. Amphibious Archaeology. Good morning. Good morning. That would be Mr. Richard, I believe. He actually made it, he said. Stan says, I can't find my butt with both hands. Sometimes, Stan. Yeah, but you found that nice ring on Clearwater Beach. I showed that in last week's stream. There we go. That's a little better. No glare for everybody. I did 7 hours in the water. What day was it on? Friday? Thursday? Thursday. 7 hours in the water at Clearwater Beach, guys. My first day ever, spending the whole day in the water. And I got a nice titanium wedding ring. And I would put it on because it fits, but I had to get vegetable oil to get it off. Your face looks better. Yeah, the shaving takes some of the sunburn off of it, Jason. I got all the dry skin flaking from the sunburn. Yeah, guys, did 7 hours in the water on Clearwater Beach, and I put suntan oil on my neck. I had a big floppy hat on. I thought that would cover my face, but nope. The sun bounces off the water, and my cheeks, my forehead, my nose are fried. And yes, it's been pretty painful. Thank you, Knox. My digging partner, Howard, I went with my club president, Howard. He got a little silver ring, a little heart silver ring. At the beginning, we'd split up. He went south of Pier 60. I went north. And he got a little silver ring. He wasn't sure if it was silver, but I'd found the exact same thing. It's just a series of little teeny hearts going all the way around it. They're made in China, I believe. And then the last 100 yards, as we were coming in from the water, going south parallel with the shoreline, he was in about 2 to 3 feet of water in the last 100 yards. And he got a ring, and he says, I think it's gold. And he looked at it, and he says, it's 585. I said, oh, that's European. I said, they use numbers like 585 and 675, and I think 825, and then 999 for 24. So it turned out to be a 14-karat European gold ring. Good morning, Mr. Frankie PD Sandigger. Bernie, I could see that. My sister, after she retired, went to work for her same auto dealership where she was an executive at, and she became a driver ferrying cars back and forth from the public auction from the used car lot. And she said she'd get in these cars and she'd have days where she'd find more clad than I did metal detecting. So I can understand that, Bernie. And and for a guy who started a business 3 weeks ago, you sound like you're busy as hell. So congratulations, Bernie. When snow skiing, put sunscreen under your chin. The reflection off the snow will get you every time. Thank you, Brenda. I have only snow skied once in my life. Way back in my 20s, when I was a Ute, the 2 Utes, we took a trip, a vacation, family vacation out to Lake Tahoe and San Francisco, and we went snow skiing one day. We rented the snow skis and the parka and everything, and my sister took me to the top of the regular hill with no instructions, and she showed me how to ski, and she skied backwards down the whole mountain, filming me skiing for the first time. And guys, I loved it. I thought snow skiing was exciting. So that's the only time I've ever snow skied, and the only time I've ever been on a snowmobile, and they were fun as hell too. I'd prefer a jet ski, but I can't convince Miss Denise to get us a jet ski, or let me get us a jet ski, because she had a bad experience on one. No, I did not see them yet. He did send me, Richard, he did send me one picture. Oh, yes, I did see them, Charlie, or Richard. Anybody that's not subscribed to or follows Digging It Back, Charlie, go check his last beach hunt, because he found something in the water, guys, that none of us would ever expect to find. I'm not going to give it away. And he's excited as hell about it. He already sent me a picture. So go over and check out Digging It Back, Charlie. and see what absolutely phenomenal item he found in the in the water. Mark the Berg Hunter, another guy with an outstanding find lately. I want to announce, Mark, right here in front of everybody, congratulations on that incredible find. And for you guys that don't know Mark the Berg Hunter up in Pittsburgh, he was out hunting, I believe a park. Mark can correct me if I'm wrong. And guys, he found the holies of holies for buttons. Mr. Mark the Berg Hunter found a GW George Washington inaugural button. Guys, those things are as rare as hen's teeth. I've only seen like 2 dug in my 3.5 years watching YouTube metal detecting. And then the man went and donated it to a historical society museum. So, Mark, that was just outstanding of you, brother. I believe I sent you a big thank you and congrats on your channel. Miss Brenda, I made you a moderator since my other moderators don't seem to be here. I usually find more clad in the Walmart parking lot than I do metal detecting. That's funny, Jason. You know, and I can't argue something, guys. I went to Wawa gas station about 3 weeks ago, right at midnight, because I was out of milk. And as I was walking in, 2 parking spots over from me was a folded up $20 bill. So I put that baby in my pocket. And then when I came out with my gallon of milk, the spot next to it had a car there that pulled out. And I looked in that spot and boom, there was another $20 bill. I made $40 going to Wawa that night. Ooh, the vacuums at car washes hold many, many coins. I don't doubt that at all. I watched a guy's video that owns a laundromat, and he gets an occasional silver quarter every now and then at the laundromat. Yeah, I'm glad you're busy there, Bernie. Just slipping and falling on the snow considered skiing. I don't know. That's something we don't have to deal with here in Florida. I mean, we're still beach hunting, and you guys are probably starting to get ready for fall. I do have, you guys are talking about joking around about the Walmart parking lots. I do have a guy in my club, Clearwater Mike. Him and his wife one day went to a mall, a very busy mall, and they did all the little like curb strip grassy tree areas at the end of all the parking spots. And guys, they said they came home with more clad than they'd had in a long time. I would have never thought to do that. I'll tell you where I find a lot of clad at my one little park tot lot is that merry-go-round things the kids push each other to see how fast they can get going. That spinning thing. All the teenagers like doing it because they think they're Billy Badasses and trying to spin around. I get change from that thing all over the place. Jason, you've always got a lot of videos to catch up on. You need to retire just to watch YouTube. Under the washer and dryer usually has a lot of coins. That's another good idea. Even when the coin star is empty, I sometimes find coins under the coin star. Yeah, Mark, just a phenomenal find. All right, hang on, my chat froze up, so let's see who else came in. Thank you, Brenda. Good morning, Miss Rosa. I didn't know you were in Brooksville, man. Hell, we're gonna have to get together and go digging. I met Dalton near Brooksville. I was watching a coin channel yesterday, and the guy started talking about Hudson, and I was like, Hudson? Nobody knows where the hell Hudson, Florida is. That's where I went to high school, was Hudson, Florida. So you can bet your butt I sent him a message. Drummond Tech, good morning. I know, fall's just a great season. There's just so many cool things going on in fall. You got Thanksgiving, you got Halloween. Even the temperatures here in Florida start to come down a little bit. 53 degrees here right now. Holy smokes. It was 94 here yesterday before the rain hit, Brenda. When I worked at a car wash, we found a wall can change in the vacuums. Absolutely. Thank you, Jason. People are getting caught up with that like button. There's Charlie. Charlie, are your ears ringing? We've been talking about you all morning. We're telling everybody to go over and watch your video on your phenomenal beach water find, but we're not telling them what it is. They got to go over to your video and watch your find. Oh, Miss Rose has got a fist pump emoji. I haven't seen that before. That's cool. If I had a ton of cloud and the little animals that have the springs on them. Oh, Coinstar is unplugging. Or Coinstar is being in maintenance where he's at. Mr. Martin, thanks for stopping in, sir. Christ, he's got to go work on a Sunday morning. That guy's busier than hell. See, guys, I'm actually getting social media literate. I actually know what TTFN is. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have known that. Rosa, we'll have to schedule that then, ma'am. Brooksville is a fairly metal detecting friendly city. Oh, 65 there last night, drum and detect. Miss Denise would be loving that. She'd have the windows of the house open so fast it wouldn't even be funny. Oh, 65 is like absolutely perfect metal detecting weather. And guys, we've had so much rain this summer. I mean, it's been monsooning here every day for like 8 days straight. Not all day, but we've been getting a lot of heavy rain and our ground's very saturated. The plugs are coming out like butter. So I'm hoping that we have enough water that during the winter, our ground doesn't harden up in the rocks and it still stays easy to dig. I lived in St. Augustine for 2 years. I've only been there once, PD. I mean, it was beautiful the time I went there, but I've only been there once. Oldest city in America. Mark the Burgo. I only knew about TTFN from Winnie the Pooh. That's right. Ta-ta for now. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, Richard's got to go. He's got to spread 40 yards of dirt before this storm sets in and we get up to 15 rains. Wow. Yeah, we're not going to be hopefully getting that much here. I didn't even know about that storm, guys. If it doesn't affect me, I don't usually follow them too much. I just wish California could get some of our rain, guys. We've been getting so much heavy rain here that it's been coming down so hard it would definitely put out oh, Sally, okay. It would definitely put out our fires or those fires in California. Four inches of rain in the last 4 days. Great. Well, good for you, Jim. That's fantastic. God, yeah, my face is so dry. My face hurts. Well, for you guys that weren't here last week, I think most of you were, but for you folks that were not here last week, I have finished my repairs on my big skeleton key with the JB Weld that Treasure Hunting Southwest PA recommended, and it came out absolutely perfect. Barely even know that I did that. So I'm very happy with that, guys, to save that skeleton key teeth. That is a big ass skeleton key. Aveeno. Put aloe. Jim, I have been putting aloe. Denise keeps some aloe in the fridge, and I've been putting that on. And with the nice coolness of the refrigerator, it really feels good. But we had to do concrete work, guys. We put the concrete in where the where the shower floor is going to be, guys. 6 bags of concrete right there, and we're sloping it because we're putting in a flat shower that you can just walk right in with no threshold ledge. So yeah, I was mixing concrete all day yesterday with a burnt face, and every time I sweated into the sunburn, that just felt lovely. Just found a skeleton key the other day in a tot lot of all places, buried pretty deep. Yeah, well, obviously there was something there before that tot lot. Thank you, Rosa. Yep, found that on Troy's grandmother's 1927 permission, and it's huge compared to the first one I ever found. But yeah, skeleton key. I never thought I'd find one in Florida. We have so few houses here that still have skeleton keys on them. Thank you, Jason. I've only found 2 ever, drum and detect. Yeah, me too. That's only my second one. That's right. That's what the hell John Deeres are for. I don't know why my back wall looks like it's angled. Maybe it's the angle that I'm at the picture. Troy's grandmother thought it was for the front door. I don't know any skeleton lock key for the front door unless you have a castle or a mansion that's that big. I think this was actually for, the guys thought maybe it was for like a big treasure chest. But this is big and heavy enough that you would have seen this like on Bonanza or what was Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, Gunsmoke, because this thing's big enough to open a jail cell. So I'm not sure. I feel a nap attack coming on. No, I think you find these more in like the ones as opposed to the fields because man, a plow would definitely tear that up. Yeah, Mark, but the first one I found was a real small, skinny one that undid the interior doors of a house. When I found it on a 1918 property, one of my first permissions I ever did, she said our interior doors still have skeleton keyholes in them with the glass, the crystal clear knobs. Dalton actually found one of them on a permission hunt once, and he gave it to the homeowner across the street, and she loved it. The one on my front door growing up was 4 inches long. Wow. It's a deadbolt. Yeah, that's the heavier deadbolt right there. Oh. Troy actually found. We actually found a whole lock plate that's got a deadbolt in it. That's got a skeleton keyhole. I didn't even really know that they had deadbolts with skeleton keys. It does look like a jail cell key, Stan. Yes. Yeah, those 2 locks that Pat found, especially the one that was in really nice shape. J-Man, you're right. They were probably late 1800s, turn of the century. That's how I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. Looking through the keyhole lock. Yeah, life just isn't the same once you find your parents putting those gifts down there. Yep, Richard, that was a good video of Pat and J-Man hunting. $17.95 and all locks are skeleton. Yeah, I guess so, back in. Yeah, see, I could feel that now that I shaved this morning. I could feel my sunburn flaking off. I knew somebody was going to make that comment, Jim. Good morning, Mr. Florida Knox. Yes, it is football morning. Denise went out and got our big Tostitos chips and our What kind of cheese is that? Our Mexican cheese? D? She went in the bedroom, so I don't bother her. Yep, we went out and got our Mexican yellow cheese, and we got the hamburger meat, and we've got salsa and sour cream here. And for the first Sunday of football, guys, we make our hamburger, and then we sprinkle it in our Tostitos and put cheese on it. We melt them in the oven for about 3 minutes and take them out, put salsa and sour cream. And guys, we sit here and watch football and have nachos with hamburger meat and cheese on them. JJ and Rob are on the naughty list. Yes. I'm sorry. He could be real. We don't have kids, so he doesn't come here. I learned the hard way not to look through keyholes when you hear weird noises coming from your parents' room. Yeah, that'll blind you for life. You're making me hungry. Hey, and I finished my French toast and eggs that I made myself 1 minute before the live stream, so I wasn't eating in front of you guys like I did last week. See, that would work. Santa could have just given them to your parents, JJ. He said, here, I'm really busy. You guys don't have a chimney. Give these to the kids. He's got the monkey with the hands over his eyes. Oh, that's hilarious. Who are you rooting for, Rob? Well, guys, living in Tampa Bay, we are Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans. And trust me, guys, I have been a Tampa Bay fan since as I was 15 years old. And one of the guys that could drive took us to games. I've been at the stadium since the initial year of '76 when we wore the creamsicle colors and we went 0-26. I was at quite a few of those 0-26 games, guys. And I'm one of the 800,000 people that can say, but I can actually say it, that I was at the first game the Bucs ever won at home after going 0-26. They beat the St. Louis Cardinals. Me and my buddy Mike were about 17. We were in the very last row of the stadium, the 72nd row. We were drunk off our asses at 17 because if you were tall enough to see over the beer counter at Tampa Stadium, they would slide you a beer. And when the game ended, people rushed down the field and they tore down the one goalpost. And then the cops and security surrounded the other goalpost. And I said, Mike, let's go down and tear down a goalpost. And he's like, I can't even walk down these steps. So, oh yeah, the brown bag years. I sat at the stadium with the brown bag on that said yucks. And they were so bad at times, when you walk through the parking lot, you could see extra tickets people had under their windshield wipers because they couldn't get anybody to buy them for $10. But, yep, we went through the bad years, guys. And then we became respectable under Tony Dungy. I will forever be a Tony Dungy fan because even though we won the Super Bowl with Gruden, Dungy brought that team to respectability for numerous years. And this city owes that man a lot. And guys, I can sit here and tell this entire room that I was never a Tom Brady fan. We used to call the New England Patriots the cheaters in this house. They weren't the New England Patriots. They were just the cheaters. And we thought he was just as much a part of it as Mr. Belichick and everybody else. But guys, he's our quarterback now. And he is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time. And I'm hoping he's got 2 good years left in him. I think he does. Other people don't. And not only that, we got Gronkowski. We just picked up a running back from another team they let go. We also picked up a former first-round pick quarterback that Miami let go, that hopefully they're going to train or groom under Brady, because Josh Freeman, guys, none of us wanted him here from the beginning. My girlfriend has many Buccaneer shirts, and she doesn't care how bad they get. That's right. Doesn't matter. I've still got memorabilia in Denise's Buccaneers cabinet from back in the Orange days. Denise had a wealthy customer she cleaned for years that had season tickets, box seats to them, and there was usually 1 or 2 games a year that they were out of town for, and they would give Denise and I the game tickets for the box seats with the parking pass and everything else, and we'd be sitting up there with people that that their cars are worth more than what my net worth is, and so we got to go to a game or two almost every year for a lot of years. That's right. That's exactly right. Richard, you can watch a Raiders game, and sometimes a football game would break out in between the fights. That's exactly right. The sucking ears, Jim. You got that right. Yeah, Mama, we watched Thursday night's game. I have family that lives in Kansas City that are huge Kansas City fans, and they have been on a high for the last 6 months with them winning that Super Bowl, and they look good this year too. We will break out the bags when Drew leaves. Well, it'll be a good game today, Jason. It's our new, and I didn't realize this. Today will be the first game in NFL history where both starting quarterbacks are in their 40s. I don't even know who our quarterback is anymore, nor do I care. Yeah, I've lost my interest in hockey. I've lost my interest definitely in basketball, and even baseball is not. Well, Denise isn't a baseball fan, so I don't watch a lot of baseball. I always said the ref was the last person to touch every ball before it was placed for the center if a ball was uninflated. That's a dang good point, Jason. That's a really good point. Somebody should have noticed that long before it got revealed. My quarterback is an American Eagle. That's good. That's good, Silver Wrench. I like that. Yeah, those are my favorite quarterbacks too. Because even the older ones have Eagles on them. So, guys, I'm sure most of you have seen this too. Mr. Troy has lent it to me because I'm going to be doing a video on it. But if you haven't seen it, please get over to Troy's channel and check out this relic he found. Guys, isn't that absolutely beautiful? That flowing haired lady, solid silver, guys. Sterling silver. I thought this was from Victorian era around turn of the century, but I have taken this to a professional appraiser and I have done research, and this is from the Art Nouveau era, which is from the 1900s up to World War One, and it's absolutely beautiful, solid sterling silver. So, Miss Rosa, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I will send you I will contact you through your page, Rosa, and give you our email and phone number. Drum and Detect, I don't think you have a mascot right now. You're just the Washington football team. But then again, I didn't understand the whole problem with the Redskins. But then again, I'm an old fat white guy, so uh, nobody's got a problem with the Red Sox. Nobody's got a problem with the Cleveland Indians. I didn't look at it as a slur, but I guess they did. So I guess that's the important thing. So they're thinking of calling them the Red Tails after the black pilots from World War II that flew the fighter escorts for the bombers in Europe. They were the best fighter squadron in European as far as protecting the bombers, and their fighters, their P-38s or whatever they had the red line on their tails, so they were called the Red Tails. So Washington's considering Red Tails as one of their team nicknames. I've only been to one football game. I saw the Jags lose. Oh yeah, tailgate's one of the best parts of football. We used to tailgate at the Buck Stadium all the time. Troy does pull some amazing freaking stuff, Jason. You're absolutely right. That's his beautiful flowing hair, silver, which I think is museum quality worthy. And then he goes and finds this Belgian French coin with the line on it. It's very hard to see. And what was the year on this? Where is my? This became our group's oldest coin. 1835 French coin Troy found in a yard here in St. Pete. They only made this coin for a certain amount of time, and I am going to be doing a video on some of Troy's and Dalton's and mine, and maybe one of Simon's finds whenever I get around to doing that. Good morning, Jeff. Jeff Davis is here. I missed him coming in. Everybody say thanks for saying hi to him. Hold on, let me go back and find him. I thought the Washington Redskins was a good name too. Good morning, Jeff Davis. Folks, I met Jeff Davis, Mr. Jeff Davis, and his family, his wife and two lovely children on Clearwater Beach. His young son was out there with a starter metal detector, and I stopped and talked to him. Good morning, Weigolds. And they come to find out they are from my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. And hopefully in 2021, when we all start resuming our traveling again, and I get back to see some family up there in Maryland, and hope to get to a Hoover Boys meeting, I will give Mr. Jeff and his family a holler. But he comments on most all my videos, guys. And if they ever get back to Clearwater Beach, I would love to go out, do the beach, hunt the beach with his son. They will be tucked more than not. Oh. Hi ho, it's off to work I go. Well, Richard, don't work too hard. Also, we should be releasing the second episode today. Folks, Richard Amphibious Archaeology has been rebranding his channel, and they are going to be doing some serious research into the history around the area he lives in, North Florida. And so they just put out what they called episode 1 of their research and investigation into a ferry crossing area. And it was a very well-made, professionally made video, guys. So check out Amphibious Archaeology's first video from a week or two ago. And he says he's putting out the second episode today. And guys, their research, they found some outstanding items with their research. J-Man's got to take off. Thank you very much for stopping by, J-Man. Morning, Mark Thomas. Stan, you've been all over the place. Yes, I do like his intro. A lot of people have been coming up with some really cool intros lately. Y gold, 22 gold teeth, nice. Weighs 5 grams. Holy smokes, my false teeth, my grills I found were 10K, and they weighed 5.5 grams. And I just sold them for $105 cash to a gold dealer, and that helped pay for my Nocta Pulse dive. That's right. We are. They made JJ's wife do that before she accepted her metal detector. She went up to Florida Hunt 6. We are the Detecting Smiths. I like him when he yells mail and all the kids come running out of the nooks and crannies. Ever heard of the Block? I'm going to assume that was down in the city near Patterson Park, Stan. Oh, Jeff's heard of it. He knows where the Block is. Good morning, Silver Nitrate. Guys, my chat log is a minute and a half behind you folks. If you're wondering why I'm saying hi to you late, my clock says 10:39, and the last chat I can see says 10:37, so I have a lag there. East Light Street in Baltimore. Or as we used to say, Balmer. Got the video uploaded of the teeth, just haven't released it yet. It was a great hunt, 2 silver rings, 1 10K, and the 22 karat gold teeth. Wow. Okay, no lag at all for me. Very good. Okay. Oh, your clock is fast. It is 10:37. Okay, well then I'll take that then. I know, Charlie. He needs to get the knocks down here. He's got to come hunt in Florida. Thank you, PD. It's only 7:37 here. Well, why Golds? Thank you for getting up that early in the morning, because, as you guys know, 7:30 is pretty dang early for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse everybody, Brenda. I guess that clock on the wall is fast then. Well, Jason, even if you make it up to the Panhandle where Charlie's at, I'll make an effort to get up there, buddy. I don't know what vehicle I'm going to use since my truck only goes 25 miles at a time. I do know that me and Troy are coming up to North Florida at the end of the month. Troy has to take some vacation time on the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th of September and October. So we are coming up to North Central Florida. We're going to be up in the Gainesville area. Oh, nice, nice, Jason. Oh my God, that sounds so good, CZ Kid. Some vanilla bourbon pancakes with fresh walnut, blueberries, and crispy bacon. Denise took ourselves. We had a brand new IHOP to open up around here, and we went there 2 weekends ago, and we got their Rudy Tooty breakfast special with fresh blueberries on the pancakes, and they were just yummy. So you add in some fresh walnuts with those, and I bet it would just be. Let me know, and I will pick you up in my convertible. Stan, that sounds good. We'll just have the metal detectors sitting up off the back seat. I know, Drummond Detect. I just took my truck back from the second mechanic. I fired the first mechanic after $400, and he couldn't fix the problem. And then I took it to an older, more seasoned mechanic around 65 from back the days before they had diagnostic machines. And he let it sit out in the parking lot and run, and took it a test around the city. And he could not get it to duplicate the stalling problem that I have. But he did hook it up to a fuel pump gauge. It's running perfect 60 pounds of fuel pump pressure for the fuel pump. So he thinks it's going to be the PCM, the power control module, which is the brains of the vehicle. But he says a new one's $300, and obviously being electronics, you can't take it back if that's not the part. So he wants me to go find a fairly low mileage Ford Ranger at a junkyard and pull it myself for 40, $50 and put that in and see if it solves the problem for cheap. And that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. Mine are in the trunk. Okay. Oh, can't go wrong with pigs in a blanket pancakes at IHOP. Yep. Yeah, I've had my little truck now for over 2 years, and it's run absolutely perfect. It's been super dependable. Never had a worry. And then 3 weeks ago, it just started giving me problems. I was still in the teeth conversation when I saw your comment. Yeah, you gotta respond to the right comment, or it's gonna sound really weird. Yeah, guys, I checked on Liz's channel again, and it said nothing about her starting up her stream this morning. I don't know if she's going to start it next week or the week after. But like I was telling folks last week, as soon as she starts it, I will probably go to a 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. stream, and I'll be the lead-in stream to hers. I'll just get everybody warmed up for her stream. All right, now I'm a minute behind. There we go. Yeah, I got 177,000 on mine. Uh, I wouldn't call it North Tampa, guys. I'm on the coast. I'm on the Clearwater side of Tampa. Tampa Bay splits the bay in half. You got Tampa on the inner side, and Clearwater's on the Gulf of Mexico side. And I'm about 30 miles north of Clearwater. We're just north of the Tarpon Springs area, and we're probably maybe a mile and a half from the Gulf of Mexico. So I'm parallel with North Tampa. How does that sound? I still see it running around town. Wow. Good morning, our dog. Good morning, Kip Valley Diggers. Is it raining again? No. Audit Everywhere. Welcome, Audit Everywhere. I don't recognize your name, so welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. You're in Clearwater. I was just looking at houses. Scientology is all over Clearwater. Yes, Scientology owns more real estate in Clearwater than any other entity. It is not their world headquarters, but it is their Eastern United States headquarters. And a little joke, when I worked for the city of Largo, which is on the south side of Clearwater, I worked for them for many years. The first time a buddy drove me up into Clearwater, this was 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I said, man, I didn't know there was a naval base here in Clearwater. And he started laughing his ass off. And he goes, Rob, there's no naval base around here. Those are the Sea Org people from the Church of Scientology. They wear the Navy-like uniforms. And I didn't even know Scientology had that big of a presence in Clearwater. But if you to pass the road to go to Clearwater Beach, you have to pass the huge hotel. It's the biggest building in Clearwater that's owned by Scientology. There you go, Tarpon Springs, sponge capital of the world. Yep, we're 5-10 minutes from Tarpon Springs. I've got numerous permissions in Tarpon, and some of the first parks I hunted in Tarpon, and I can get there in 5-10 minutes. But yep, I've been hitting the beach, Petey. Got me 7 hours on the beach, actually 7 hours in the water. The first time I ever hunted the water all day, guys. And I got me a titanium wedding ring. My club president, Howard, got a gold wedding ring and a little teeny silver girl's ring. But guys, I had such a blast spending 7 hours just walking in the water the whole time. I put a towel down on the dry sand with my little cheapo backpack, and I had three frozen drinks in it and a banana. So as it got hotter, they would unfreeze, and I could hop out of the water, take a break, get a drink, eat a banana, and head right back into the water. Yeah, I feel so bad for you guys in California. I wish we could send you some of our rain. Kent Valley, where are you at? Yeah, Jeff, when we moved to Florida, I was 11. We were little kids, and one of the first things we had to do was go down to the sponge docks and take the tour boat, the sponge boat out into the Gulf, and the guy puts the big diving helmet, and you know he looks like the guy from Day the Earth Stood Still, puts that big suit on with the heavy boots, and they go down and harvest the sponges for you. They still, they're just 45 years later, and they're still doing that. Yes, Stan's exactly right. All Scientology is basically just confirmed to a small area in downtown. It's not like they bought a bunch of property out in the suburbs. They try and keep a low profile, right up until they kill somebody. And then the crap hits the fan. Charlie, you bet your butt the next time and I had it with me, Charlie. I put it in my backpack and I put it on my neck. I just didn't think to put it on my front because I had a big floppy hat on. But the water, that like Mama's Gone Detecting said, it bounces off the snow or of the water and burnt me. Yeah, Tarpon Springs. Yeah, Tarpon Springs is a good little. Oh yeah, 4th of July and Labor Day. That's the time to hit the beaches. All right, who's texting me here? Park Rat Pat, show me what he found. Oh, Pat went back to the Honey Hole property. He hunted with me, Dalton, and Simon and got himself a 1930s liquor bottle. Good for Pat. He says he will be drinking out of that on Wednesday Zoom, and I don't doubt that. All right, Stan asked me a question. Where is it at? But only up to a few feet for old coins. Dug a 1918 large sign out of it before. Nice. I live on Long Island and got a summer home in Johnstown, PA. Can't wait till I get the next summer home in Florida. Come on down. Drummond Detect Whack Jobs. Rusty Bellies. Yeah, Rusty Bellies is a very popular seafood restaurant down here. Why Golds? I am not going to argue with you that at all. I don't know how they convinced the government to call them a church to where they get a tax break, because I know Clearwater fought that for years and years, because Clearwater lost millions of dollars in tax revenue as soon as they got determined to be a church, and the city could not tax any of their buildings. I'm not going to argue with you there at all, Weigold. Yeah, well, I'll take the moonburns over the sunburns anytime. Pat is a fun dude. And yes, for all you folks that have never met Pat, I have hunted with him 5 times now on his side of the state, and him coming over here to our side of the state, and also up at Florida Hunt 6. And guys, he's just as effusive and fun and joking as he is, like he is in his videos, just as the same as he in person. You can't be in a bad mood around that guy, because he'll just make you laugh. I just got a 40s King George VI penny Kent Valley. Nice. That one hunt I did with TJ, where I joked about, I did that stupid little dance and I was so excited I found a Wheatie, because we were on that big huge church property where Dalton's pulled an Indian, we pulled like 8, 9 silvers out, and I couldn't even get a Wheatie that day. But I did get a 40s King George penny. I like those. King George coins down here in Florida, older Canadians are hard to find. They're a good find. But I don't know if I'd want to be in the water at 64, 62-degree temperatures. That golf was in the mid 80s. There was a liberal judge who ruled their religion. Well, I'm a liberal, Stan, but I think they got that wrong. I got to get a metal detector. If they weren't so expensive, I would get one today. Well, Audit Everywhere, I am not a Nocta Macros guys. I don't know much about them, but they have just come out with a metal detector called the Simplex. I just typed it in there. It is a very good detector, and it is also waterproof. You can take it up to 10 feet in the water. It has multi-frequency technology, which a lot of the companies are going to. It's the newest technology out there. And you can buy the base model of those for under $300, and you will not lose your money on that. If you decide that detecting isn't for you, somebody would snap that up and buy that from you in a heartbeat. So it is not, it's a good entry-level, well, it's a good detector at entry-level price. That's not an entry-level detector. It's more of a mid-range. They have some really good machines, Nocta Macro. In Canada, you got to do what you got to do for as long as you can in the season. Yeah, I guess so, because, and the Vanquish too. Yes, the Vanquish. Merrill's been doing comparisons between the Vanquish, Metal Detecting NYC. He just did a video this week comparing the Vanquish and the Simplex, since they're both priced. I have, our club attended a preview of the Vanquish done by Mind Lab. Mind Lab came down here to our area and invited the 4 clubs from the central and west coast of Florida. And we had 4 clubs worth of people when they demonstrated the Vanquish. The only problem with the Vanquish is it's not waterproof as opposed to the Simplex is, but it is multi-frequency and has a lot of the same features that the Nox does. Oh no, well, White's is gone now, Audit Everywhere. White's Metal Detecting Company went out of business about a month and a half, 2 months ago. There's a few people in here that do use some of the White's high-end machines, and they swear by them. But there's companies right now, MindLab, like the one commenter was saying, MindLab makes a machine called the Vanquish. That is a multi-frequency machine that has pretty much the same motherboard in it that the expensive Equinox does, and that's, you can buy those for the high threes, and a lot of people are using that as either a first-time machine or a backup machine. And then, like I said, the Nocta Simplex you can get for right around under 300. But if you wanted like the waterproof headphones or the wireless headphones, you can pick one up for around 350 with some of the better features, and you can use that in the wet sand and the water. Wygolds, we've talked about this before. You and I mirror each other. I started out with the 705 also. I did find one gold ring with the 705. Now I didn't sell it. I still have my original first gold ring, but I found a ton of clad. That 705 just loved finding quarters, and I found a lot of silver jewelry with that 705 doing parks before I started door knocking. And I paid $850 for mine with one extra coil. And you know what? I was checking Wygold on Amazon and Calico yesterday. That 705 with the stock coil is now down to $499. That's how much it's fallen since the Equinox has come out. And Kep Valley, I agree with you there. As long as my chest and upper body's warm, I can handle my legs being cold. Okay, CZ Kid, I don't know what company makes the TDI Hunter. Ah, okay, Jason. Nope, Noct has now done something about the floppy lower shaft. They are now making a carbon fiber lower. Well, I know Dalton's decked out his machine. He's got the detect edge shaft, so he's got the carbon shaft for the whole thing. He got the coil ear stiffener, and he's got the cover that goes over his control pad to use in the winter. In the summertime, it's too hot, and so he's got his decked out. Holy smokes, chest waders! That's, if you're using chest waders to go water hunting because it's so cold, you're doing some serious stuff there. Good morning, Ski Searcher. Thanks for joining us. Everybody seems to know Mr. Matt. Hi, hon. Where are you going? Okay. Did you get an appointment today? Yes. What time? Noon? Okay. Oh, Brenda, that was just way too funny. Oh, I'm just not even going to say anything. Oh. Yeah, Jason, you walked right into that one, buddy. Oh, good morning, Bill. Oh, we're just having a good time here. Yeah, because you're a lot cooler there. Dalton was using it here, and he was afraid it was going to overheat the control pad module, so he doesn't use it during the summer. But when it's cool in the winter, Dalton puts his cover over his control pad, and yes, it will keep it cleaner and keep it from getting all scratched up. Oh, that was just great, Brenda. That was my good belly laugh of the morning. But yeah, guys, there's third party companies that make all kind of little goodies for your detector. There's that company in England right after the NOS came out that started making that round thing to put up under the edge of your handle, so you could rest the top of your hand on it without having to grip it so hard, and take a little bit of the wear and tear off your hand, a little bit of the fatigue, and Yeah, Cat Valley, I can see that happening. Well, we got 20 people, folks. Thanks a lot. We've actually got more thumbs up than we do people. That's awesome. Yeah, they're not real expensive. These guys are making these things with their 3D printers. There was a guy over in England making that handheld, fatigue thing, and then they started making those coil stiffeners. And maybe next time I get together with Dalton, I'll point out some of the upgrades he's done to his machine. So, Jason, you said you found something good with the Knox yesterday. Are you enjoying it? Are you getting to learn it? Cat Valley, you're having all kind of adventures. Oh, that doesn't sound good, Bernie, with his poop emojis. We have one small beach up here, Bernie, that some sewage drains empty into, and every now and then the county has to post that you can't swim because the fecal matter content percentage is too high. It's learning it pretty good. Well, fantastic. CZ Kid, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, heading out to the lake and park, but cleaning up the rings lately in the lake. Well, you keep on cleaning up those rings. I'm coming out with a video soon where I go to a little lake that has been a swimming hole beach for 50 years that I've lived in Florida. And I took my underwater camera. I did some shots with my underwater camera. It'll be one of the first videos I do with my underwater camera. And I came out of that Lake CZ Kid with 3 rings, and one of them was silver. So I'll be posting that soon. Matter of fact, maybe I'll post that Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday. Got to clean up the precious metal pollution. That's what Merrill says. Got to clean up that precious metal and clad pollution. Well, that's not good, Wygo. Just went out and got himself another CO2 cartridge. What's that for, Bill? Petey's got to run. Got to get things together. We're going detecting in a little while. Hope to find something good. Petey, have a good time. Take it easy. Hope you're feeling good, and hope you find something good this morning. Silver and copper is actually toxic to aquatic life. Well, I can believe that. Oh, for the BB guns, Bill. Okay. Watch out for the whalers, Rob. Stan, if I get back down to Clearwater Beach this week, I'll let you know now that I have a vehicle again. Good morning, Mr. Ray Gonzalez. Good morning. Take care, Petey. Good luck. Bill, are you asking me that? Yep. I'll let you know, Stan. Stan, I saw you ask Greg a question on the page. Did you get yourself signed up on the Florida Hunt page, Florida Hunt 7 page on Facebook, Stan? Oh, what he found. Okay. Oh, did get what looks like an expensive bicycle tool. Okay. I read that wrong there, Bill. My dyslexia and ADD kicking in. Finally stopped raining and it's not a million degrees out. Well, good, Bernie. I hope a lot of people get out today. For you folks up north, this is getting to be probably perfect weather time, September and October. But at least our rain is cooling things off. I might try and do a little park for maybe an hour tonight, right around sunset. We have one park here that stays open till 10 p.m. because they have tennis courts and handball courts or racquetball courts that you can go over to the pole and turn the timer for the light, and so they keep the park open to 10 p.m. Had to stop detecting, got smoked out. Sorry to hear that, Bill. Oh, I'm out of coffee. They're saying these could be the worst fires that California ever had, which is saying something because they had some bad ones either last year or the year before. We're still not too cold, but it did get down to the 40s the other night. Last night it was in the 70s. Yeah, like I was saying, Kep Valley, my sister lives out in Kansas City, and she was saying one day it was in the 80s, and then like 2 days later it was like 52 degrees. So it's just crazy. The whole West Coast now. Bill, I'm so sorry. We have been getting a ton of rain here, Bill. I just wish we could send some your way. That's why I joke people, but I'm not kidding. You couldn't pay me to live in California. Really smoky here. Fires 20 miles east of me, almost 80% contained, but burned 18,000 acres. Well, geez, at least they got some most of it contained. British Columbia is smoked out too from the fires in Washington. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Bill, please be safe. Been burning for over a week. I'm telling you that it's just bad out there. A lot of people say, well, you couldn't pay me to live in Florida with the hurricanes. Guys, we get 7 to 10 days notice with a hurricane. I mean, it took, we had such notice that one was coming right at us here in Tampa that I had all week to go to Home Depot, get the plywood. Denise helped me board up all the windows here. We drilled into the concrete house and boarded up all the windows here. I got a generator from my buddy, lent me a generator for the week. I got 10 gallons of gas. We put gas in both vehicles. Um, got some cash from the bank and stocked up on some groceries. And guys, we rode it out. We lost power for 9 days, but with the swimming pool, even without air conditioning, we could cool off in the swimming pool. We could use the pool water to flush our toilets. The generator gave me enough to keep the refrigerator going, get my coffee pot going, uh, make a burner plate that we could cook something. And I even had enough power in that generator to run a cord across the street and keep my neighbor's refrigerator from all his food from going bad too. I'm still waiting for the motel name. Uh, oh, okay. Hold on, Stan. Um, Alrighty, Stan. Let me type this in for Florida Hunt 7. Troy and I are staying at the I wouldn't want to lose my home in a fire. That would be horrible. Yeah, what's rain? I wish we could wish rain to you guys. Yeah, it's raining up there where Bernie's at on the other coast. Oh, you are going to move, Bill? Okay. Yeah. Thank God for home like people invented a generator. Yeah, my old roommate, they used to live in one of my houses. He lent me one of his. He had like 5 generators at his business, so he lent me one. And well, uh, sorry to hear that, Drum and Detect, Joel. But yeah, Stan, that's where we're staying. Um, it is. There you go, Stan. Right for my confirmation. If you guys are wondering what Stan and I are talking about, that is for Florida Hunt 7. I've already got the room for Troy and I, since it's going to be a 2-day hunt this year instead of a 1-day hunt. Troy and I are leaving the day before, and we're going to go hunt up in the Waldo area like we did before, where Troy found his treasure box. It turned out to be a dead dog, and then he found that 1850s coin, and I found the Three Mary Widows condom tin that was on my bucket list. So we're going to go hunt that area again before the Florida Hunt 7. And then we're going to stay the 2 days and hunt Saturday and Sunday. Sunday's going to be just a fun day, free hunt that you can just go and roam the 500 acres. Greg just announced it on his Florida Hunt 7 page, a beautiful professional video that he did for Florida Hunt 7. It's not as big as an event like the thing up there in Upper New York was, and some of your national events. It's more of a regional event, but there's going to be well over between 100 and 200 diggers there. Oh, Jason's got to go. It's only 13 hours away. That's not too bad. Well, yeah, you got to go play with your 5-year-old, Jason. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Have fun with Gecko. That's right. That's a cool nickname. Yeah, I just found the top of it. I can't wait to find a complete one, Kep Valley. But I was excited, and they were made out of like a light aluminum tin. I thought they were going to be more of a heavy copper brass like the compacts were. I was supposed to go to Digstock, but it was sadly canceled. Plus the borders closed too. Well, yep, Bernie, that's not too bad. 5 hours. It's about 2 hours for. It's about 2 hours. Well, it's 3 hours for Troy because Troy's about 45 minutes south of me. So Troy's picking me up on Friday morning early, and then from my house it's 2 hours, and we'll get up there to the Gainesville area, and we'll spend the day hunting, and then we headed back to the hotel, checked in, got a shower, got dressed. We went to the Friday night meet and greet at the little bar restaurant they had, which was phenomenal. All the sponsor companies had their tent set up, and they were giving out free swag. We got T-shirts. We got a new pair of headphones. Hell, they gave headphones to everybody that went to Florida Hunt 6. They were worth about half what your admission was for Florida Hunt 6. It was worth it just to go get the swag. They were giving away hats. They were giving away T-shirts. And then they had more swag Saturday morning at the sign-in. So we hunted all day Saturday. Then they had the big giveaways. JJ's wife won a brand new Simplex metal detector. Somebody else won a Knox. Pat won a $400 dive watch. It was great. That's cool, Bill. Yeah, I just found my first one, Why Gold on the Beach at Clearwater, and it was disgusting. Missed Florida Hunt 6 was in St. Mary's, Georgia at the time. Well, Greg Papalo just put it on his Facebook page. He actually has a Facebook page called Florida Hunt 7, and he just put the release video announcing the official dates and what it's going to be. And he interviewed the gentleman who runs the veterans organization that Freedom Camp Freedom, which is like a rehab area for veterans. They've got a whole corral of horses there that they can ride. They've got a pier that the guys can go fishing off of in a big lake. They got hiking trails. Just some very relaxing things for the veterans to do. Yes, the ones that don't make the metal detector beep is exactly right. Well, no, they were in the full packet, so yeah, guys, it's the 19th, 20th, and 21st, I believe, of February. So we're really hoping that this whole COVID thing has died down by then, or that there's a vaccine or something by then. So, but But anyway, even if there's 100 people there, you're spread out over 500 acres. You're not going to be elbow to elbow with anybody. We had no problem with spacing. That's where I met Charlie and his digging partner. We met Jason and his wife. I met J-Man. We met Chad from Wig TV. Obviously Greg. I met some of the guys from New Age Goonies, and just got to meet a lot of people. Kay from Kay's Digging It drove all the way from Texas, guys. Got to meet her too. She's in some of our pictures, and obviously Pat and his wife. So, yeah, that was just a great experience. My first organized hunt got me a I think it was 1906 or 1908 Barber. I got me that little Scotty lead dog toy from the 20s or 30s. Troy found that military lock hasp slide cover that was printed U.S. on it from the United States Army from pre-Civil War, the historian there said. Phenomenal. We have a couple of organized open farm field hunts this fall near me, so that should be awesome. Yeah, I'm dying to do a farm field. The only farm field I've ever done was when I went to Maryland 2 summers ago. It turns out that the cousin I stay with outside of Baltimore, my club meetings are in the last Monday of the month. The Hoover Boys Club, which is the Maryland Free State Treasure Club, their meetings in the last Thursday of the month. So I had to haul ass Tuesday morning after my meeting, and I drove Tuesday and Wednesday up to Maryland, and then got there Wednesday, and then I went out hunting Thursday morning, and then I actually found a gold-plated ring that day on a tot lot, and then I told her where the club meeting was for the Maryland guys, and she said that's like 8 minutes from here. So she took me and showed me where it was. So that evening, I drove over to the Maryland Free State Treasure Club meeting. They welcomed me in like I was a member of their club. Gave me a raffle ticket. I wound up winning a silver quarter at their meeting. I got to meet 3 of the 5 Hoover boys. It just so happened to be the week that Kurt had found extremely rare. He was either a Colonial or Civil War button, so he did his presentation on the button. Brad, B-Rad, got out his gold kit and tested my ring and explained to me the difference between gold filled and gold plated. And then Kurt announced to his entire club, 40 people there, that he was going to do a big hunt on a several 100-acre farm field on Saturday, and nobody said they could go with him. And I walked over to him and said, Kurt, I'll go with you Saturday. I've never hunted a farm field. He gave me his number. He called me Saturday morning, said, this is where I'm at. We got out the old phone with the Google. I met Kurt up at the farm field, and him and I hunted a farm field till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I had to go to a prior engagement. But that's the only time I've ever hunted a farm field was with Kurt and the Hoover boys. Jim, thanks for coming by. Honeydews for the ex-wife. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Thank you very much for coming by, Jim. This area was settled in the late 1700s. You have good potential. Oh, that would be great potential. Yep, Kep Valley. That's exactly what Brad said from the Hoover boys. That's exactly what he taught me, that gold-filled has more gold in it than gold-plated. I've actually gotten 2 pieces of gold-filled jewelry. I will tell you guys, hunting a park last year, and I found this ring with like 12 stones in it, this big, huge, thick gold ring. And on the inside, it said GFE 14K. Guys, I put that ring in my pocket. I didn't even put it in my pouch. I put it in my pocket. I walked around all day thinking I was freaking rich. I was like, this ring is huge. It weighs a ton. It's got to be worth $500 or $1,000. I'm going to pay off all kind of bills. I took it to my jeweler, and she laughed at me and said, do you know what GFE means? And I said, nope. And she said, gold-filled electroplated. She says, so basically you have an electroplated copper ring. Wow, drum and detect. Yeah, that can, yeah, if you're not finding anything, that can definitely make it a long day. I have to admit, when I hunt, I enjoy finding things. The day with Kurt, I hunted about 3-4 hours, and I just found iron targets. But that's okay. First time I find an Indian head, or my number one coin to find on my bucket list is in 1890 silver. My oldest silver is a 1900 even barber, so I want an 1899 or older silver, and and I want to see it. That's my number one bucket list. And then right behind that would be a U.S. Largie. I have a me, Troy, and Dalton all have a Canadian Largie. Pat now has a Great Britain Largie that he found on his honey hole property, but I want a U.S. Largie. Very nice, Kent Valley. Never gotten a gold-filled pocket watch. I've gotten 7 or 8 pocket watches frames, but never had any silver plate or gold. Uh, I like finding tungsten and titanium rings. I really do. I think they're cool. I mean, they may not be worth as much as a gold, but I think they're cool rings to find. My bucket lister for this year is any silver coin. There you go, Bill. House is 74, but it used to be a farm field. Yeah, guys, I had one of my best days ever metal detecting on a 1950s house, but across the street, the same family owned three houses. They said we could do all three of them. Across the street, she had just said that they had tore down the wooden framed house that used to be there. So if there was a wooden framed house across the street, I know there was one there on the lot where the 50s house was. I found a turn of the century police whistle, a copper police whistle that I dated to around 1910. And then in the backyard, I found that my half dime. I found it 2 weeks after Dalton found his half dime. It was a Canadian 5 cent, what they called the fish scale coin. And Dalton happened to have his 5 cent or his half dime with him, and I put the Canadian 5 cent dime on top of it. And the U.S. and Canada made them both the same size, but the Canadian dime is 92.5% silver. It is the most silver content, I believe, on any produced coin ever made is 92.5, and I believe it was 1907 or 1903, and that's my. I've got 2 old foreign silver finds, and so yeah, I had to look that up. I didn't know what people called, and when I found out. See, we don't have any beaches over here. Why go to find stuff that much? I watch Merrill from New York Metal Detect, and they go to some of those old beaches at Coney Island that's been there 125 years, and they dig up a Merc or a buffalo all the time. We don't have any beaches around here that old. I was just told recently that somebody found a buffalo at an Indian Head, Clearwater Beach, and I'm calling raspberry on that. So unless somebody was carrying around a Indian Head in their pocket for good luck, it ain't been out there 100 years. What is this beach thing you speak of? Oh, it's Brenda. It's got this little powdery stuff around it, and it goes into the water. The skeleton key. We found a giant marble. Been told some people call these a shooter. I had never found a giant marble before, guys. I love finding marbles metal detecting. It's like finding bottles. You got to get another signal to be able to find something. So it's like an ancillary find, and it's just so cool. Guys, Denise is going to bring me in nice enough to bring me in my silver book. Yep. There's pennies in it. No, but it's got all my silver too. My silver 3-ring binder. Well, it's actually my coin binder. Pardon me 1 second while I'm not talking, guys. Cleaned out the garage the other day, guys, and I found 2 of my missing silver dimes. I found a buffalo and an Indian I've been looking for. So that was a good garage clean out. Oh, that halftime better be in this book, or I am not going to be a happy person. Sorry, guys, I'm not talking. I'm looking for a coin. Wow. I don't see my halftime. All right, that's upsetting. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a dozen beaches. Oh, I must have froze up there for a second. His wind-up time on his computer ground out. You got that right, guys. World War Diggers, welcome. Good morning. Yes, thank you. That is my British Spitfire from World War II, done by A.F. Barney A.F. Clark. That's one of his most famous prints. Sorry, guys. At least I can come back to zero. Reed's Art and Adventures is here. Reed's Art of Adventure is here. Good morning. Supermarine RAF Spitfire. You got that right. That is one cool plane and one cool painting that I really like. With a wonderful Rolls-Royce engine. You got that right. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to. I got no control over my. We've got to contact our cable company, guys. I'm getting over 100 megabytes per second for downloads, but for uploads, I'm like at 9. I'm supposed to be like at 40, and I'm at 9. So sometimes it. Actually, most people don't know that the Hurricane shot down more German planes than the Spitfire during the Battle of Britain. I just watched World War Diggers. I just watched that BBC documentary on the Battle of Britain, the 38 hours or whatever it said that changed the tide of the war. And man, that was an incredible documentary. That's why you guys were saying talk to me, Rob, because you lost. I lost. All right, I found that in 2019. I'm going to be talking to myself, guys, till I find that coin. Maybe I haven't put it in my book yet. I don't know why. I found it 6, 8 months ago. Don't know why it wouldn't be in my silver book. This is what I do with my silvers. I put them all in 2x2s, guys, and then I put down what they are and where we found them, what date. And this one is my burnt silver coin that Dalton doesn't want to give me credit for, but I know that's a Rosie or a Merc that got burnt in a fire. So yes, I'm counting that one. It's got the same tink as silver as a silver coin. So P-51 Mustang has the same engine as the Spitfire. Now, I did not know that. What? One of the internet companies here is now closing people's accounts for excessive internet use. Are you serious? Well, that's pretty cool, Joel. Yeah, their infrastructure would definitely have to be a bit limited. Well, guys, we have an hour and 50 or an hour and a half till football. So I'm going to see if Denise wants me to get anything done before football starts, because I'm not moving anywhere once football starts today. So, guys, why don't we go ahead and call it here? Uh-oh. Did somebody just log on? I would love to fly a plane. I got a buddy who's a private pilot, and I've flown with him numerous times, and I think flying in a small plane is one of the most exciting things in the world. Yeah, Cox Cable's a big company. I cannot believe my half dime is not here. One thing that upsets me is when I go to show people something and it ain't there. I'll go back and have to look at the date I find it and see where it should be in the book, since I do mine by date. But anyway, Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. That was a big engine for World War II. Killed the engine. Oh yeah, that would do it. Uh, Reed, that's a good joke. I'd never heard that one before. I like that one. And I didn't know the Lancaster bomber had 4 Rolls-Royce engines either. I mean, I knew it had 4 engines, but I didn't know they were the Rolls-Royce engines. That's funny, Reeds. That's hilarious. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I would think that would be some kind of training. Don't worry, they'll tell you. Oh, that's going to be my. That's going to be mine. I'm going to send that joke to my pilot buddy. All right, hon. Tell him I said hi. What? Yeah, you were saying that. Why go? Well, that's the one sport I still enjoy, sir. So anyway. All right, well, let me go ahead and wrap this up, guys, since I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the football day. And now I got to go see if I can find my halftime. All right, but I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Joel, Weigel, Reed, Stan, Bill. No, Martin, nobody said they found a thimble since you left, sir, so you're good. We're just going to end the chat on that. Miss Brenda, thank you, and thank you for helping me out with the moderating. And thank you, Drummond Detect. Appreciate that. I am going to enjoy football today with my nachos with hamburger meat and cheese on them. All righty, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for being here. And if Liz is back next week, she'll be on from 10 a.m. onward. And if she's going to be on, I'll be on at 9. So I'll let you know that from a video during the week, guys. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for having fun today and enjoying and supporting the channel. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one all. All righty.